Okay, so when I was a kid, I had a padlock and wanted to find out how it worked. And I just stuck a pin into it, and there was a brass bar. If you hit the brass bar, the lock would pop open. And I kind of thought padlocks were kind of dumb after that because you could open them trivially. Even a kid could figure out how to open them. That's not no longer really the case, but now I'm a little smarter. I discovered that that is a warded lock, and I just bought this warded lock today for $4 at the dollar store. It's about £2, and you can tell it's a warded lock because of this weird shaped key, and also when you look down the keyhole, you can see, you don't see any of the pins. You can see right down to the guts of the lock. And if I look in here, I could probably see that a brass bar. And I haven't looked at one of these things since I was a kid. That was a very long time ago. So, as I said, I'm just trying to rediscover this. And I went to the dollar store and bought some of these tools here. And we'll see if we can just get in here with some of these precision screwdrivers. So I'll just take one of these thin ones and see if I can see where that pin is and get this into it. So I'm just going to sort of feel around, and I don't even know where it would be on this lock, or even if it is there, but I'm just sort of guessing that this will open it up. So I'm just try in all the different directions. Got a slightly longer one here. Oh, I guess I'm pulling a little too hard. I bent this. But I don't know if I'm getting deep enough into the lock. And we can try. But you can see that I'm grounding out this thing to the very tip of how the wide part isn't going in all the way. So I may not be actually getting in there deep enough to actually grab that rod or whatever tripping mechanism there is in this lock. And I think some of these longer ones won't actually fit in there. No, they won't fit. They're too big. Okay, so what I actually did, I couldn't get that open. I didn't quite understand how this one works. So what I did is I just put the key in here, and I was just feeling how it works. And there's a fair amount of pressure you have to put on this to twist it in. So I tried a few things out. One of the things I noticed was, once it's locked, it's very low quality lock. But if you push down on the shackle and twist, there's almost no work you have to do to turn the key. So it's turning it that's actually doing it. And I think I looked in there with a little flashlight, and looks like there's a little divot that you have to kind of turn. So what I'm going to do is just insert it into that little divot, and I'm going to, as far as I can, and then I'm going to push down on the lock and then kind of rotate it and try and overcome that spring. So I'm just going to move this out of the way. Find that divot, and then I push down on the shackle and then kind of rotate it, and it opens. Try that again. Very low quality lock here. Doesn't lock very well. But I guess what you can't expect too much from a lock from the dollar store. Locked. I'm going to push in a little bit. I'm going to insert at the 12 o'clock position here. The top of the keyway here. And there's a little divot that you go into, and you just kind of rotate the divot while pushing in on here, while pushing in on the shackle. And the shackle, that will release the spring, I think, and it opens.